and welcome back to Indiethon Spring 2023. We are raising money for little warriors. I would also like to give a little shout out to our sponsors, which are Team 17 and Brooke. And without further ado, let's give it up for Xoneris and Metroid Spooky Mission.
Yeah, thank you very much, Floa. Hi, everybody. Xoneris here, once again, with this early Halloween game, Metroid Spooky Mission. And also got a commentator with me here on very short notice, because he asked nicely. It's the guy who ran the last game. It's Linka Meister. Hi, Linka. How's it going?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm excited to run this game. And I guess we can go right into it. Right. Oh, wait. Yep. Hold on. Restart. There you go. Okay. I forgot. Yeah, never mind. 3, 2, 1, go. Whatever. Not super accurate, but who cares? So, yeah, hi. This is Metroid Spooky Mission. This is a ROM hack for Metroid Zero Mission. If you don't know what a ROM hack is, I mean, you watched the last game, hopefully, maybe, so you should know. But if you just tuned in, a ROM hack is basically just a custom modification of a base game, which in this case is Zero Mission. This ROM hack was made by like 5 people or so for a contest. It's pretty good. It's really polished, has some good humor, has some very interesting mechanics. Yeah, overall pretty good ROM hack. And yeah. At the start, we're gonna do the thing that you do in most Metroid ROM hacks. We're gonna get Morph Ball, because, or we can just fall down, it also works. Morph Ball is pretty cool. Pretty helpful. There we go. In this ROM hack, a lot of items have been like renamed. For example, the Morph Ball is called the Maru Mari, and they have like funny flavor text. Double tap to cower in fear. That is what I will do if this run goes over estimate. So yeah, we got the Morph Ball, I mean the Maru Mari. And we quickly go get our next item. Whoops. Which are some bombs. Which are just called bombs, but they have a funny text here. Boom boom blam, boosh, blam, kablooey. Accurate.
Really accurate.
No. These bombs will be very useful, as we will be seeing in just a second. Because I'm running the 100% category here, so that means I will be collecting every single tiny thing in this game, like the fear fuel, which is like our energy.
I'm gonna lie, it's kind of weird seeing this area normally. I speedrun the quote-unquote sequel to this one.
Yes.
And that one, this area is destroyed.
Yep. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, there's a Metroid Spooky Mission 2, which is a absolutely fantastic ROM hack, to be honest, like even better than this one.
It is.
I played it casually like last year at some point, and I was very amazed by just the quality of Spooky Mission. Spooky Mission 2, I mean. It's pretty great. Yeah, ROM hacking has come really far. I remember the first few like kinda crappy ROM hacks, but by now there's some really quality ROM hacks out there. Not just for Zero Mission, but also for Metroid Fusion and for Super Metroid.
Yep.
So
This room is kind of annoying. You can, if you fall down in what's called, what was it? Beer?
Yep.
What was it, alcohol?
Yeah, this is
If
beer.
you fall down there, you can just die. I've died there before, twice,
Yep.
during a run.
Yep.
It's a bad time.
I ran this game at ESA Summer 2022, and I haven't practiced the game for a while, so I did some derust, and I died pretty much how you just said a bunch of times. So I practiced not dying in this area for a bit, but now I'm kind of good. You also saw me collect the good armor, and now some pesticides. If you're wondering if there is bad armor, there will be, don't worry about it. So the good armor is basically just the gravity suit, and the pesticide is the wave beam, which lets us destroy these weird flying bug creature thingies. Pretty sure they have a name, but I don't think I ever...
I think they're called Rios, and they are pretty annoying.
Yeah, that's
In
sounds
some
about
hacks,
right.
they are pretty relentless. They follow you everywhere.
Yeah, they're kind of a meme for some ROM hackers. They like to make them like the hardest enemy in the game for some reason.
Yep.
So here's a room with 4 of them, and they're kind of tough. We're doing this to get to another fear fuel right here. So yeah, this area is divided into like 3 main areas. The castle, hell, and the mansion. And yes, we're going to hell in this ROM hack. You heard that correctly. But the ROM hack is routed in a very cool way that we only really need to visit every area once. And then on the at the very end for cleanup once again. I think when you play this game casually, you're supposed to revisit some of these areas multiple times. But yeah. We also just got some super missiles, which in this ROM hack are called the boss repellents, because that's exactly what they are. They
Accurate.
will be, yep, very accurate. So we're now maybe not use a super missile on this guy. There we go. That's a bit overkill. So yeah, making our way to the first boss of the game, collecting some more stuff on the way, which will be another super missile, I mean boss repellent here in just a second. And boss repellents will be very useful for bosses, as the name of them suggests. Shocking. And yeah, with the good armor that we collected earlier, we can now be in blood, beer, and what's the other thing? What's the third thing?
I think sweat.
Is it sweat? Something.
It was something liquid.
Yeah, 3 different liquids that normally hurt you, but now if you're in, if you have the good armor, they don't hurt you anymore, so it's all good. So here's already the boss room, as you can see by the minimap, but the boss is not quite here yet. Because before he shows up, we have to get spooked and collect a spook. Collect the whole set. So we just collected a spook. What these spooks are, I will explain after the boss fight. Because coming up is first boss fight. And you might recognize this fella if you ever played some Metroid games. It's a good old 3-eyed big boy. Yep, this guy. Good old Kraid. So super missiles are very helpful for this fight. Unfortunately, you only really have 4. So there we go. That was pretty solid. So what you're trying to do is you shoot his head with a normal missile, then he opens up his mouth, and then you shoot super missiles into his mouth, and that's makes a quick work of Kraid. So yeah, the spooks. So if you ever played Zero Mission, you see the spook in the head-up display right next to the super missiles. Normally the power bombs are there. But the code for the power bombs got like hijacked by the makers of this ROM hack, and they just replaced it with the spooks. They don't really have any gameplay effect, they are just kind of like keys. And we need to collect all 3 of them to go to the final area of the game. And yeah. That's about that. Now we're mostly done with the castle here. First area of the game. I'll be coming back here during the cleanup sections because we're missing like 3 or 4 more items in here. Quickly baiting this guy to jump over us. There we go. And now some bomb jumping over this guy. Or not like this. Try again. Ah, good old bomb jumps.
Bomb jumping is hard.
Yes. There we go.
Especially the double bomb jump. That one is just annoying.
Yeah, that's exactly why I don't do it, because I'm lacking the skill to do double bomb jumps. That's why I'm only speedrunning ROM hacks and not the original games. Because I am a scrub. Alright, next up
we even speedruns the original games, come on.
Yeah. Why speedrun the OGs when you can speedrun like 23 ROM hacks, right?
Yep. Basically.
So we're now making our way to hell. And coming up is the hardest boss fight in the game, so let me quickly focus here. And okay, he's done.
That was really hard. Jeez.
Yeah. Had to concentrate for that one. So now we're getting the no ghost, which is basically just a charge beam. And now we're in this dead end just to get this beam. Or are we? Never mind. Secret entrance to hell. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, now we're in hell. So right at the beginning of hell you can either go left or right. But for our purpose it's a lot better to go right side first, because there's a lot of very cool items to collect here on the right side. The first big one coming right up here.
You mean the left side? What?
Good old plasma beam. This device should only be used to clean furniture. Risk of serious injury. And spoiler alert, it's true. We'll be using the plasma beam later on a little bit to clean some furniture. Just to... tiny teaser for later. Also by now we've collected both the 2 strongest beams, the wave beam and the wave and the plasma beam. Or the pesticide and the plasma. And with these 2, pretty much most normal enemies will become pretty easy to deal with. It's very cool that in this ROM hack you collect like some of the strongest items right from the get-go. Still somehow get hit by every enemy on the way.
I know how it feels being hit by every enemy. It's super annoying. For enemies, whenever you enter a room, they either go left or right, and it's for every single enemy separately. So, yeah, so either get good RNG or not.
Yeah, here is a bit of an annoying puzzle where you have to bomb some blocks to get to another boss repellent here. And here's our second spook, which we currently cannot get to, but to like tease the player. Oh, here's the next one, by the way. So let's quickly make a safety save here, because Ridley coming up, next boss, has like normally it's free, but just in case if something goes terribly wrong, don't have to redo everything.
I'll rip your soul though. You don't have a soul anymore. Soul, you just sold it.
Yes. Sometimes you gotta sell your soul to survive. So yeah, next boss, it's good old Crybaby. A bunch of charged plasmas should take care of him. Yeah, there we go. Totally
screaming.
Yeah, totally unnecessary to save. There we go. Now we're getting the next very cool item here. We're gonna get some fast pants.
Oh hell yes.
Oh hell yes. This is not that useful. True. The fast pants are pretty trash. In every Metroid-related speedrun, the speed boosters is kind of trash, kind of useless. Nobody uses that item ever. Am I right?
Yep. Basically. They should have called it trash pants.
Okay, now on a more serious note, obviously, speed booster, super useful. And with this we can collect the second spook here. Boop. Spook number 2 collected. And now we are gonna make our way out of hell. Not quite yet. Now we're gonna explore the other side of hell, which in a any percent run you would completely ignore because there's nothing there you need to finish the game. A lot of items that are not that great, but obviously since we're the 100% gamers over here, we quickly have to take a detour over there, collect some stuff, defeat another mini-boss, and then we can leave hell. Decimating some more enemies. Unlucky. So now we're back at the beginning of hell here. We're just gonna shine spark our way to this side. Nyom. And go down this route and where we collect some more items. Here's another cute little shine spark to save a tiny bit of time. Nyom. Very cool. Also, you can see like the heat effect in the background. If I wouldn't have the good armor, I would be taking constant damage right here just from the heat. Because, you know, hell makes sense. Classic. Also, the pool of blood, boiling blood, which actually hurts me. Tiny little hidden item here in the wall, because where else would it be?
Hello, do we have time for donation?
Yes, go. Actually, there's a boss coming up. After the boss, I'll give you some time. So just one more item right here, and then coming up is the mini boss that I was talking about. If you played Zero Mission, you'll recognize this fella. It's everybody's favorite mini boss. It's a wormy boy. Pretty much the same exact strategy. Oh wow, that was fast. So yeah, that was really good. And now we get a very cool item. Now we get the bad armor. And by the way, this was pointed out to me. Bad armor is written differently with an U, but not here. In here it says armor without it. So interesting. Yeah, Flo, go right ahead.
All right, we have a a $9 donation from D Nick, who coincidentally is the organizer for this event.
No way.
One of the organizers for this event. And he donates $9 with the comment. God, my mouth was kind of dry. My contribution to the cause. I'm so happy that months of planning and squashing tag bugs have resulted in this amazing event happening. Thanks to all staff, supporters, runners, and donors for helping make this event possible and for helping raise money for such an awesome cause. Now let's see that Stardew Valley Crafts Room bonus run. I can't read either today, but that is fine because that means that we did just meet the incentive for the Stardew Valley bonus run. So yeah, that means we're gonna be seeing that Stardew Valley bonus run, which is pretty high. And yeah, having said that, I am gonna give it back to you.
Thank you. Thanks for the donation, Mr. Nick Nick Nick. So yeah, we made our way out of hell here. Collected some more items on the way. Nothing super big. And now we're making our way to the last area of the last main area of the Romek, which is like the mansion thingy. Yeah, it's kind of Linka. Any input?
Don't know. Just gotta go fast.
You gotta go fast. How did you like this ROM hack?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. There are certain parts that are kind of annoying, but those parts are in every ROM hack.
Yeah, fair. If I remember correctly, this was one of the earlier ROM hacks, but still like from the earlier ROM hacks, this was definitely one of the best ones.
Yep.
Like this one was like the beginning of like the really good ROM hacks.
Yep, and nowadays there are multiple ROM hacks that are also really good. Also, yeah, there is a different route. There's only one person that has done a different route for this that actually goes to this spot for a super early. Yeah, it's not a fun super to get early.
Yeah, shoutouts to Manda Toby, the absolute madman who created a completely different route that is like 1 minute faster, but like 10 times as hard.
Yep.
Yeah, meanwhile we're getting the Nest jump. Make you jump like a Nestroid. Also makes bomb jumps obsolete. That is correct. Now we don't, depending on the height, we don't have to bomb jump anymore. We can just normal jump. Also, if you don't recognize this area here, this is like from Castlevania. So, cool little nod. Wall jumping up here. Getting some more items here. There we go. This one. Don't forget about this one. This is a missile tank that's easily forgotten.
Yeah, there's always one or a couple items that are just so easy to miss.
Here's a cool little strat if you have the speed booster. Normally you're supposed to do this area a bit differently. You're supposed to use the ice beam, or the web beam as it's called in this game, to freeze all these like rippers and then like climb them. But we're not doing that. That's way too slow and way too annoying. And yeah, next boss coming up. So if you played Zero Mission, don't worry about it. This is not the final boss, as it would be in Zero Mission. This one is just a very easy boss. There we go. 3 super missiles and dead. And now we will be collecting the last spook. Here we go. You got a full set of spooks. Go redeem yourself. Free tour to Pumpkin. So yeah, we can go to the
tour. Yes.
Yeah, I like free stuff.
Same.
So yeah, technically we could go to the final area of the game now, which we'll be doing in just in a moment. But we'll be not just going to the final area to finish the game. We'll go there to do some revisits and collect all of the stuffs that we've missed, or that we actually could have not collected by now. So for that we'll just go back to the beginning of the game. And there's the entrance to the pumpkin. So the story of this ROM hack is to prevent eternal Christmas and like free the pumpkin overlords or something. Because Christmas bad, Halloween good. Something like that. Makes a lot of sense. Very in-depth lore. Don't worry about it. So yeah, now we're back here and we are gonna use the entrance here. Getting another upgrade here. If I could, there we go, jump. Also, if you recognize the music here, there's like credit music from the game. Still not quite at the credits yet. And now this is the secret entrance to Pumpkin. We're gonna launch ourselves all the way up here into the Pumpkin. And now we're gonna collect some cool stuff. For example, the Game Genie cheats. You activated the infinite jump cheat. Yeah, I've been struggling a little bit with this ROM hack, so I need to activate some cheats or I will not finish Underestimate. Sorry about that. We also need some endgame trash. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're giving this like right now. Break blocks while somersaulting. This is an absolutely useless item. Don't know why we're getting this late. Even if it would have been the first item in the game. Totally useless, am I right? So yeah, now begins the quote-unquote cleanup. There's like these teleporters that connect all the major areas of the game. And now we do a little revisit in every area real quick to fetch some items. First,
the revisits.
Yes, a good old
The
revisit.
most annoying and boring things in a run.
I mean, in this run it's rather short, it's not too bad.
Yeah, there are ROM hacks that are more annoying. And with that I mean the sequel to this one. That one is
Wait. What?
kind of annoying.
Yeah, Spooky Mission 2 is a really big ROM hack.
Oh, it's really big. It's the speedrun is twice as long.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. I do speedrun the Spooky Mission. I do speedrun Spooky Mission 2. I've only done one run of the first Spooky Mission. I still need to really do runs for it. But yeah.
Yeah. What's your PB and like what can viewers like what's the time for a Spooky Mission 2 run?
What was it? Let me just check quickly. It's more than an hour. Let's see. What is my PB for a 1:26:40?
Damn,
So,
that is quite long.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty long. Well, it can be fast by a couple minutes, but that run has a bunch of spots where you can lose time super easily. Compared to this one, the first Spooky Mission one.
Yeah, first Spooky Mission is kind of free. It's not all too hard.
Unless you want to go for world record, then you have to do that different route, which is just stupid.
Impossible.
Yeah. Basically.
So now quick revisit in
xoneris,
Hell. Yeah, go ahead.
What other hacks do you run?
I also run Metroid Deep Freeze, which is the first ROM hack that I ever did, which kind of got me into this entire ROM hacking speedrunning business. Also done another one, what's it called, Sub-Zero, I think, which is a pretty zero. I think my PB is like 10 minutes or so. Yep. That's a pretty short one.
That one's a short one.
And I played a bunch of other ones, but I think I don't have any times for them. I remember playing the Metroid ROM hack, which is also very short. I played Spooky Mission 2, but never tried speedrunning it. I think that's about it. From the top of my head, I can remember. I'm not quite as deep into ROM hacking speedruns as you, but I dabble a little bit.
Well, we definitely need more people to speedrun ROM-X because not that many people who do speedruns of ROM-X. It's mostly just vanilla runners, which is for me is the reason why I do ROM-X, because almost no one does ROM-Hack speedruns, and it's way more fun to show off. And instead of seeing the same vanilla stuff, like always.
Yeah. So here's an interesting part. We are now back into the mansion, and we'll be exploring a entire section of the mansion that we didn't do earlier because it's just kind of unnecessary to do it early on. You can just do this entire part during the cleanup when you have pretty much all of your abilities and nothing here poses any sort of threat. This is also where we'll be getting our last like mandatory upgrade, the web beam, the ice beam. Yeah, this little room here, tiny little puzzle. So it's like middle and top twice, and then at the bottom you have to follow the pattern as you saw in the last room, and you can progress. That's pretty cool. That is something that is not existent in either Fusion or Zero Mission, so cool. There are also power bombs in this game. Never mind, debate it.
What? How dare the game debate? Also, jeez.
Spooky. And yeah, slowly making our way to the last non-final boss of the run. Let me quickly do a safety save here, because in one of my practice runs at ESA, the game kind of soft-locked at the mini-boss, which was not very nice. So I learned to safety save here for marathons. Alright, and coming up is the boss I was just talking about. Getting one more item real quick here. Words, sentences. So this is also a very interesting boss. This is the cabinet, the furniture that I was alluding to earlier. But if you played Zero Mission, you know what this is. This is like the Chozo Ruins boss, where you're normally in Zero Suit Samus, and you have to shoot it with your like stun gun thing. So how this works is whenever you don't see your reflection, you just shoot it like that. Yeah, that's the boss. Okay, that was pretty good.
They called the boss Charlie, if I'm correctly.
Yeah, Charlie.
The runners called him Charlie.
I think the code is in the code of the game. He's like commented as like Charlie or something. That's why people came up with that. Something along those lines. But yes, you're correct. And yeah, we collected the web beam. Last major upgrade. And now we have to pick up like 3 more items in this area. Or 1, 2...
The flavor text for the web beam is kind of weird. It says, please don't use it for fetishes.
Yeah, who uses webs? It's kind of weird. So that was 1, and then I need... Okay, I messed this up, but don't worry about it. This one here, and with this should hopefully be all of the items in this area. Normally I could bring up the map menu and just check, but because I'm on a new save file right now, I can actually not check. I would have needed to play through the save file once. So let's just hope and pray that I have everything. And now we can finally go to the final boss. Avoided all map rooms, nice. Or map stations rather. Now we can finally go fight some Metroids. So if I've done everything correctly, there is exactly 1 item that I'm missing that I will be collecting in the next room. Oops. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Metroids are not super dangerous, but they're just kind of annoying. So you freeze them with the web beam and then you shoot them with a boss repellent. That's like the strategy. And in this room there's just a million of them. There we go. There's like 4 more here. Let's see if we can all lure them like here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That's all of them, and now let's hopefully collect the last item of the run. Oops. There we go. Going to this tiny little corridor thing here. And hopefully we have everything. Praise. And it's time for final boss. Or final bosses, I guess. So obviously we start with everybody's favorite boss here. Good old Imago. Ow. I even messed it up. Messed up the quick kill. There we go. First boss down. Now starts the absolute banger music. Just hold, 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 and jam. I need everybody in chat to jam. Now the real final boss. We're using pretty much the same strat as you would use in Zero Mission. There we go. Now we charge up a Shine Spark here. Should be like here-ish, right? There we go. Perfect. Time is coming up very soon. Last room of the game right here, so time is coming up in... now, time.
GG.
Alright, GG's.
GG's. Oh, I just noticed it's getting a bit dark in here. Okay, that doesn't help much. That's a bit better. Okay, so...
You did me underestimate.
Yeah, thanks. Apparently I'm underestimate. That felt pretty okay. But same as with Linka's run, we quickly have to go through the credits. It's like 1.5 minutes or so. And then we get to see if I actually did it and collected all 100%, or if I did a stupid again and forgot one somewhere. Which, I don't know, I'd say it's kind of likely. Maybe, who knows.
Alright, before that, I have another donation though.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have $8 from Ugyu with the comment, this should bring the total to an extra spooky number. Hopefully this brings some good RNG your way. That brings us to a total of $666 raised.
Ooh, that is very spooky.
Yeah, and this donation goes towards the character bit war for the upcoming rollout game. Well, I say upcoming, but it's still like another few hours until that game happens. But yeah, that is the first donation towards that, and these $8 go towards Morris the Red. Thank you very much, Ugyu.
Thanks, Ugyu. We'll see if the good luck will be coming. Or if I had the good luck. We'll see in a bit. So yeah, some shoutouts. Thanks, Linka, for impromptu commentating here.
No problem.
For a bit. Thanks for Indiethon for having me once again. I'm a big fan of Indiethon. A big fan of indie games in general. And a big fan of Metroidvanias. So yeah, thanks for giving me an opportunity to show a run here. So yeah, we'll see in just a second here if I got the 100% or not. I will be able to tell just from the I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Did I get 100%?
I'm gonna go for yes.
Oh, let's go. I did it. 2749. And here,
Picture
a good picture. Rate for collecting items is 100%. So I did it. Very nice. Very nice.
though.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that picture is your reward for getting a hundo.
Yes, there's also a secret picture if you collect 69% exactly.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say what it is because find out yourself. But yeah, thanks for having me. That was fun. And yeah, that's I think everything I have to say. Floa, back to you.
All right, GG's for that run. Thank you very much, xoneris. Coming up next, we have Roman with Sonic and the Fallen Star. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short intermission.